Hey everybody, and welcome to Infused Transitions. I am so glad that you are here, and I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by, for being here. For those of you that are part of the channel, thank you guys so much for subscribing, liking the videos. I really greatly appreciate that. For those of you who are new, I am an intuitive reader. If you want to know more information about that or about me and what else I do, you can find that information in the description box below. There also is there are two polls available for you to vote on and or leave your thoughts, your ideas about in the community section. So if you go to my channel and along the tabs at the top where you see the videos, shorts, and I don't know, there's other stuff. If you swipe left, if you need to, you can swipe left and you'll see community. Click on the community and you'll see the two polls. So share your ideas of what kind of readings you would like to see. Anyways, we are going to get going. I am going to be using the character oracle to start with. We'll see if the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot needs to come out. I do also have my my friends' tarot decks ready to go, and yeah, we're going to jump in. I have a few other tarot decks here also in case they're needed. I did that last time because I was like, really thought it was going to be this long drawn out reading. I don't know why. That was just the impression I got. And then it was like 4 or 5 cards came out and it ended up being this pretty amazing reading. Not on here. It was a private reading I did, which I do private readings. I also am a multi-dimensional ascension coach. So if you're interested in that, again, the information on how to reach out to me is in the description box below. All right, let's see here and split it up. Okay, we're going to split it up. All right. So what messages do we have? Are we going to talk about? All readings are timeless. When you find the reading is the right time for you. Always only take what resonates, guys, and leave the rest. Okay. First one out is the Swindler. Master of deception, hypocrisy, disgust, and conspiracy. And I'm sorry about the lighting. It's pretty cold out today, so I'm not going to be doing it outside for this particular reading. Maybe it'll warm up later. Who knows? All right. What else do we have? Thank you. Architect. Weaver of blueprints. Planning, design, supervision, construction. There's something about the Weaver of Blueprints. We'll get into that when we start going deeper into the cards. Okay. What else? Do we have anything else that you want to bring out and or bring forward? The repairman. Okay, repair, restore, restart, renovate. Okay. I'm sorry, I can't seem to get my phone to sit correctly, or the camera, my phone camera, whatever, to sit correctly in the thing. It looks like it's really sitting off. Okay, are we doing more? Yes. Okay. What else do we have? Wow. Okay. Okay, so next out is the singer. We have resonance, moving hearts, harmony, emotion, and performance. After that is the clown. We have jester of laughter, comedy, mask, performer. And then the last one out is the farmer, cultivate, harvest, land. Okay, so what I'm seeing right off the bat here, excuse me. Yeah, see, we have criminal on the bottom of the deck, transgressor of justice, prison, parole, and discipline. So I feel like maybe some of you have been going through something where you have been swindled or cheated out of something. This could be something like from a legal perspective. It could be from a figurative perspective. But I feel like clearly they're going to be held accountable at some point. They are going to be held accountable because they're incarcerated, or they could already be incarcerated. Take it how it resonates. We then have the architect and the repairman. This to me is talking about, because we have the weaver of blueprints, and I feel like this is. I'm sorry that if this has been your experience and this is what you've had to go through or are going through or will go through, or whatever the case may be for you. At the same time, though, I feel this is very encouraging as far as the rest of it goes. We have the weaver of blueprints, the architect. This is, to me, is speaking about being able to build, yes, starting from scratch. When most people think that, they're like, oh my gosh, just no, that. And I get it. Boy, do I get it. I have literally lost everything multiple times in this lifetime. And I can tell you that every time I had to start over, quite literally from the ground up, I learned something new and something different about me. And each one of those times has brought me farther and farther and farther and farther along in my ascension journey. And although they were so challenging and so hard, and some of them I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. And yet here I am, here I am. And I'm in an amazing home, and I have amazing views, and it's just I'm loving where I'm at in this point in my life. And I didn't think I'd always be able to say that. And so I'm just saying that whatever this is over here for you, just know that even in our darkest moments, we still have options. We still have ways that we can shift things, whether that is clearly an attitude, a choice to sing and sing, to sing in the word resonance is really resonance and harmony and moving your heart. You can move your own heart by listening to positive music. And I say that very emphasizing very much so the positive, because even though we can enjoy the beat of stuff, if the words are not, let's just say it, that they're not positive, they're not high vibrational, then we're sitting there singing this. And even if we're not singing it, we're hearing it, we're thinking, and we hear it, and we hear it, and we hear it. That does affect how our brain gets wired and mapped. Doesn't matter if you're newborn or if you're over 100 years old, it does have an effect. Scientifically proven, it does. And it can affect our heart, how we think, and our heart and our mind are very, very connected. So moving hearts, resonance, and harmony. One of my phrases that I often say a lot is balance, alignment, and harmony. balance, alignment, and harmony, right? And resonance, and then I talk about, you know, your energies, frequencies, and vibrations, which is about resonance. So I feel like getting through a lot of this, the architect and the repairman work very, very close together. The contractors, they come together. Again, that's weird because this is makes me think of the reading I did an Akashic record reading. Well, several, but actually one I recorded for this channel recently, because it was about putting together your team, maybe a new team, maybe an updated team, whether that is physically to energetically and all in betweens of that, right? But this is about putting together your team. And again, whether that's here in this reality, this material world, to the cosmos, to other reality, you know, all combinations thereof, you know, it is about putting together a new team so that you can rebuild better, more aligned, stronger, healthier, high vibrational, being in positive energy. Man, my palms are itchy. For some of you, there may be some finances coming through as a result of this person being held accountable because they've had to go to prison, or they will be, or jail. And then there's this, you know, a need to laugh. So remembering to sing, remembering to surround yourself by that. So I'm getting chills. I don't know if you guys can see that. My hair is literally standing up on my arm. To laugh, to sing, to dance, to be silly, to have fun. These things can help lighten your load. They can help to, believe it or not, when you're in that higher vibrational states, even if they're only for moments at a time, which we all have to start somewhere. So even if they're at moments, only for moments at a time, just know in those moments, you're changing your story. Right? And if we're in those high vibrational moments of laughter, of singing positive songs, singing, or just listening to high vibrational music, or we're doing something, whatever it is that makes you laugh, that you have fun with, go do that. Even if you don't feel like it, go do that. Now, maybe it won't be as much fun as you had before whatever this is happened, but it does give you a relief that, and I'm talking about things that are fun, that are good for you, that, you know, again, where it's about doing things that are for your best and your highest, about getting yourself into alignment with you. And if you have ideas that come to you when you're in those moments where you have a good laugh, or you listen to a song that just makes you so happy, whatever it is that makes you happy, do it often. Expose yourself to those things often. This is going to help you to know how do you want, because I mean, I don't know if you can see it or not, and with all the glare, I will try, but do you see how all of that's just like the outline? That's like the metal things are there. It's suggestion of the building, but the building's not built yet. And then he's down here with his blueprints, and he's got his pencil. So he's making adjustments as ideas and things come to him, or, well, you know, maybe I don't like it like this way. I think I'd like it like that. And then again, having that repairman there, having that collaboration going on. But being in these higher vibrations is what's going to help you to do that. And then it's like, don't forget to bring in that wholesomeness, right? The wholesomeness of the farmer. It's the cultivating, it's doing that work to build, to grow, to plant your seeds in your new foundations, in your new buildings, so that when you go to harvest, you have a good, strong, healthy crop and harvest, or I should say crops, because it's not about doing one thing, right? It's about having these multiple things that come in together from all these different angles, and they come together to make this new alignment experience for yourself in this reality. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Can we get, well, let's just say, is there anything else that you would like to add using the tarot? Yeah, see, there's There is, Spirit is either bringing you something or trying to get your attention to bring you something, or is standing there saying, hey, I've got this for you. You know, are you're going to grab it? And there's that distraction, being distracted on these three things that didn't work, or these three things that turned up empty, or were lost. And it's like, you know what? We're giving you the opportunities here to start over and in a much better vibration, in a much better position. But it will require for you to look up from your despair. That's the word I got. Then we have, oh, more than that. Okay. So then we've got the Hanged Man. Okay. The Hanged Man can be about enlightenment, about new understanding of, okay. And again, don't misunderstand me. It's not about ignoring this. It's not about pretending like it didn't happen. We want to acknowledge our emotions. We want to acknowledge what we've been through. We want to deal with what we have been through. That is the healthy thing to do. How you go about that is up to you. But there is a difference between staying in that and ruminating over it again and again and again and again, which isn't going to change anything. And you're creating a non-serving loop. So it is about, yes, we can process this. We can, talk it through. What did I learn from this? What choices and decisions did I make that put me in that situation in the first place? Why do we do that? Not to beat ourselves up, not to judge ourselves, not to sit and ruminate. It is so, okay. So I made this decision to do this, and I see now how that played me right into this. Why did I make this decision? So what beliefs am I holding on to? What programming am I running? What, whatever is at the root of that. Because if I shift that, I now will have learned some valuable things from this experience, because now I know what to heal at the roots. I know what to heal that will give me better understanding and the conscious awareness. So now when I'm faced with that type of thing again, or variations thereof, I'll go, oh, wait a minute. No. Last time I did this, and I see how that worked out. I don't want to do that again. So let me think about this. Let me be proactive. Let me look at these different choices and options that I have, and let me go with what is the most aligned or the most beneficial and high vibrational to put me into alignment, to keep me in alignment, to get me into alignment, to course correct, whatever the case may be. That is what I call a true aha moment, true enlightenment, true epiphanies. And sometimes we're on a pause. He's got his foot there is tied to the tree trunk, holding him in place. And sometimes we're put on a pause, or in the hermit cave, or the Hanged Man, or however you want to say it, so that we have an opportunity to really learn something about ourselves, so that we can heal it for ourselves, so we don't make the same mistake again, and so that we can start making more high vibrational choices and decisions. Why more high vibrational? Because they would be more in alignment with our ascension journey and with our soul and how we're trying to grow, versus let me just keep doing the same thing again and again, right? And also understand some of these things may be things that, that you've inherited. And that's not to bash parents, because everybody likes to just blame their parents and blame their childhood. And no, no. This is just knowing that you hold a huge opportunity in your hands to not only heal this for yourself, but heal this genetically speaking and ancestrally speaking. We do then have the Four of Pentacles that came out. This is about being wise with your funding, right? Because this is rebuilding. And sometimes in this reality, when it comes to having to rebuild, money is something that makes, as they say, money makes the world go round. Now, I don't believe that that's the only thing that makes the world go round. I'm just saying that money is something that we utilize heavily in this reality. And I feel like a lot of people talk about this is about being stingy and stuff, but in this context of this reading, I feel like it's more about learning to be mindful, learning to not just spend with your heart and not just spend to alleviate whatever, not to become that shopaholic or an impulse buyer who buys something and feels good then until buyer's remorse settles in. And eventually it will if you're spending money that you really don't have to spend. I feel like this is more about really making sure, one, that your money is grounded in the sense of connected to Mother Gaia. You're running work to make sure your money is grounded into this reality in a healthy way. You're learning a new money EQ, emotional quality, and new money IQ, the way you think about money, and really having your money grounded here in this reality to help you to rebuild. Sometimes that requires us to remove ourselves from all of the input and the influence of everything, because there's a huge city in the background. And I would say sometimes it requires us to set those, not be such a big part of those things so that we're not constantly spending our money. Just a moment, sorry. And my trusty Mandalorian cup. Got that from family members. And anyway, and then we have this King of Cups. So I feel like, it could be someone that you're going to meet. This could be talking about maybe if that's one of your signs, you're a water sign. But to me, this could also be talking about, this is about mastering emotions, right? Because the King of Cups has emotional maturity. And he's sitting on a very solid base, even though the water is moving all around him. He's very comfortable with all of that water movement going on around behind him. He's solid. He's very solid. He's relaxed. This is emotional maturity. And I feel like going through this journey is going to help you to work your way through to being in an emotional, mature state. This isn't about, again, ignoring the emotions. It's learning how to work with and through your emotions and not letting them run the show or dictate your life or spin out of control. We do have the Knight of Cups. So, it could be somebody coming in with an interest, or it could be just someone coming in with emotional maturity that is making a heartfelt offering of some kind. Does not need to be romantic. It can be support. It can be support in helping you to cope and to deal, helping you with ideas, someone helping you maybe to figure out your way of being able to rebuild in a way that is aligned. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be, and I would say, and again, this is just my perspective. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you. But I would say that, hold on, I lost the thought. Talking about the king. I was just going to say that if someone is coming in with a romantic gesture, I would say that it would probably be beneficial to pause and really reflect and ask yourself, am I currently in a place where it would be wise for me to get into a relationship, a new relationship? Now that's for some of you. For others of you, it's like maybe that's the gift that Spirit is bringing you, is this person into your life. What else do we have? Can we get one more, please? That's two more, but okay. Yeah, look at that. See? You had all this heartbreak, That's a lot of backstabbing, a lot of betrayal, a lot of cheating. Could be three people, so someone cheating with someone else, or it could be cheating with multiple people. It could be that this cheater also swindled you out of money, backstabbing you in that way. So, and if that's whatever the cases are, realizing that it's not just about healing your heart, but it's about healing. And this is something I just recently was working on. It is, I've always known that love and money hold an extremely similar vibration. Not the same, but they're very similar to each other. If we have problems in one, we often have problems in the other. If we heal one, we often heal the other. That's not to say that they both don't individually need their own work done, but a lot of times we can, by working on one, we can heal in big ways the other, that because again, they're so similar to each other. The other thing I'm going to say is if you feel like you've been trying to heal, whether that's you're trying to heal your love life or you're trying to heal your money, and you feel like you're making no progress, flip-flop. Start looking at your other area there, because then maybe if your love life is out of whack, then maybe your financial life is the one you notice more, because again, this is a reality that, let's face it, this reality has money as one of its core survival foundational things. If you're looking at the material world and just being able to do food, shelter, etc. And so we look at money, and we're like, yeah, my love life doesn't work, but I want to get this fixed first. I want to be able to fix this first. And then, I know this isn't. Okay, wait a minute. Let me shift my attention over to here. And I'm not talking about running out and going getting in a relationship. I'm talking about, let me look at where am I at in my ability to love? Where am I at in my ability to love myself? How do I feel about myself? You know what I mean? It's just, it's about, maybe it's about shifting over to the other thing you weren't looking at. And then thereby figuring this one out and healing this one, you will automatically end up healing this one, or at least getting a really good jump start on this one because you shifted your focus over to the other one. So, food for thought. But I do feel like there was a great deal of heartbreak, a great deal of cheating, backstabbing, and swindling that happened, and to the point of criminal for some of you. Like criminal by this law, criminal, but I would say criminal period by many laws. And then we have the judgment card, and let me, do this because, we have to judge art now. So we do have the judgment card, and to me, in this one, the horn is already being blown, which to me tells me that the reviewing time is done. And now it's time for the new beginnings. So, which again, you see here, the new beginnings. You're weaving all new blueprints. You're making your plans. You're designing things, right? You're supervising over how you're going to do things now. You're more hands-on, or you're learning, or you will learn that being hands-on is a better approach than suddenly being surprised because now you woke up and someone's gone and everything with them and all that kind of stuff. So again, keeping your vibrations high, open up your eyes to what is being offered to you. There are those aha moments. It's about planting, cultivating, nurturing, making sure that the soil that you're building or planting new things in is going to be rich and fertile, full of nutrients and minerals. So definitely body, physical health, and health care, maintenance, just being healthy, changing how you eat or what you drink. Even just one thing a day can make a difference. And I'm not saying you have to change one thing every single day. I'm just saying, like, one of the changes I made was instead of getting up and having my hot cocoa first thing in the morning, I get up and I first do, and I prep it the night before, and I do usually a few of these at one time. I squeeze organic limes, and I make lime water in 16-ounce jars, and then I put them in the fridge. So then the first thing I have in the morning is I get up and I start drinking that while I'm getting dressed, and I go around and get, all the different curtains and draperies open and everything, and I get dressed, I make my bed, and then throughout the thing I'm sipping on this, right? I get my shoes on and everything, I get my dog ready, I'm continuing to drink, I take her out for her walk, I come back, I drink some more, and usually by the time I get back, it's pushing the end of the first 16 ounces. And then, I get her breakfast and I drink, and then I get my juicer all ready and everything. And by the time I'm juicing my celery juice, the lime water is gone. So then I'm doing my celery juice, and I usually do a few other things before I get around to drinking my lemon juice or my celery juice. I keep saying lemons. I must really want lemons. I do like lemon water as well. But so by the time I get down to drinking my celery juice, it's been almost an hour since I've drank my lime juice, because I do follow medical medium. And he's like, okay, you should do your celery juice on an empty stomach. So the lime water really helps to hydrate my cells. And then I drink the celery, which is so incredibly healthy. You can check out his books, his website, he's on everything, I think, for the celery juice benefits. So then I drink that, and then I go around, straightening up and doing this and doing that. And then, and then I'll have, after an hour or so, more like probably about 2 hours, and then I'll have my breakfast and then my hot cocoa. So, but that's really different, because I used to just get up, drink my hot cocoa. What was the first thing I was putting in my body? Well, even though I use everything organic and it's all made from scratch, it's still got sugar in it. You know what I mean? And I use coconut water or coconut milk and stuff. The bottom line is, I digress. The bottom line is, you can start somewhere. You can start somewhere. I didn't just get up and start doing all of that at once. I first just added the lime water. Actually, I first added the celery juice, and I was doing that for about 7 months. And I was like, oh, I'd really like to do this. So I just flip-flopped it. I played with it. So anyways, apparently somebody needed to hear that. So for those of you who stuck through it, who weren't interested, my apologies. For the person who maybe that was helpful for, there it is. Anyways, guys, don't forget to do the polls over in the community section. And give this a thumbs up if it resonated with you. And if you don't mind, I'd greatly appreciate that. Any comments, you can leave them down in the comment section below. And until next time, guys, many blessings and high vibrations.